Welcome to the Digital Intellect, bringing you the latest news from around the world. In southern Mexico, the air is thick with humidity, clinging to every leaf and every breath. The dawn breaks over a landscape that has remained largely unchanged for centuries, where the jungle's dense canopy hides ancient secrets and the promise of something new. But now, that tranquility is shattered by the relentless roar of machines. Engines growling, metal grinding, and the earth itself trembling beneath the weight of progress. Across the narrow isthmus of Tehuantepec, a colossal project is underway, stretching from coast to coast, reshaping the very geography of the region. Mountains are being moved, jungles cleared, and a new ocean passage is being carved into the earth, an audacious feat of engineering that will forever alter the landscape and the lives of those who call it home. This is the interoceanic corridor, known as the Mexican Canal, a $50 billion gamble fueled by Chinese investment and Mexican ambition, uniting two nations in a shared vision of prosperity and power. The goal is nothing less than to rival the legendary Panama Canal, to create a new gateway that could reshape global trade routes and redefine the flow of goods between the world's oceans. Picture fleets of earth movers and cranes, guided by advanced AI systems, working tirelessly day and night. The landscape is transformed before our eyes, as technology and human determination push the boundaries of what's possible. Massive locks are being built to lift the world's largest ships, vessels that dwarf today's container ships, promising to carry more cargo, more efficiently than ever before. Tens of thousands of workers from across the globe labor under the relentless sun, united by a common purpose and driven by hope for a better future for themselves and their families. For many, this is more than a job. It's a lifeline in a region long marked by poverty and limited opportunity. The canal brings not just wages, but a sense of pride and possibility. Every yard of concrete poured, every beam of steel set in place, is a step toward a new global reality, one where Mexico stands at the crossroads of world commerce. This canal is a symbol of shifting power, China's strategic reach, and Mexico's bid for economic transformation, a partnership that signals a new era in international relations. It's a direct challenge to the old order, threatening to upend the maritime choke points that have defined trade for a century, and offering new routes that could change the balance of power. As the digging continues, the world watches with a mix of anticipation and anxiety. Some see progress and opportunity, others see risk and uncertainty. But no one can ignore the birth of a new artery for global commerce, a channel that could connect continents and transform economies. Here, in fire, steel, and ambition, a new ocean is being born. An ocean not of water, but of opportunity, innovation, and hope. The stakes are enormous, and the outcome will echo for generations, shaping the destiny of nations and the lives of millions. The world's map is being redrawn, right here, right now, as history unfolds in southern Mexico. Why would China pour a staggering $50 billion into building a canal in Mexico, thousands of miles from home? On the surface, it might seem like just another infrastructure project, but there's much more beneath the surface. This is about strategy, not friendship or goodwill. Every handshake and contract is calculated, every agreement part of a larger plan. China's economic engine relies on exporting goods, especially to North America. But its supply chains are vulnerable, often slowed or blocked by the Panama Canal and other global choke points, making trade risky and expensive. The Mexican Canal is Beijing's insurance policy, a crucial new link in the Belt and Road Initiative. It's a way to bypass old obstacles and create new opportunities. By building this canal, China secures faster, safer shipping routes for its goods, while also weaving economic dependencies throughout the Americas. It's a win-win for Beijing, but a potential headache for its competitors. The canal gives China leverage, allowing it to prioritize its own ships, offer discounts to allies, and raise costs for rivals. Control over this waterway means influence over global trade itself. It's also a way for China to export its surplus steel, cement, and engineering expertise, turning domestic oversupply into global influence and showcasing its ability to build on a massive scale. But the real prize is geopolitical, a massive permanent Chinese presence in Mexico, right on America's doorstep. This is about more than economics, it's about shifting the balance of power. This isn't just about moving goods, it's about projecting power, challenging U.S. dominance in its own backyard and signaling that a new era is beginning. The Mexican Canal is a bold statement, a declaration that a new superpower is here, ready to reshape the world order and rewrite the rules of global trade. It's a move that will have consequences far beyond shipping lanes, affecting economies, alliances, and the very fabric of international relations. The balance of power in the Americas is shifting, and every nation is watching these changes unfold with keen interest. The world is watching and recalculating its next move, as the future of global trade and power takes a dramatic new turn. The Panama Canal was a marvel of its time, a symbol of human ingenuity and ambition that connected two great oceans and transformed global trade forever. But that era is ending, as the world's shipping needs have outgrown the canal's original vision. Today's ships are bigger than its locks can handle, even after recent upgrades. The canal, once cutting edge, now struggles to keep pace with the relentless march of progress. The canal has become a bottleneck, slow, expensive, and outdated. Ships wait for days, burning fuel and money while global supply chains grind to a halt. The Mexican Canal is designed to exploit these weaknesses, offering a bold alternative that addresses the limitations Panama can't overcome. Its locks will handle the next generation of ultra-large container ships, floating cities of cargo that can't fit through Panama. These ships are the future, and Mexico is ready for them. This means more cargo, fewer ships, and lower costs. Efficiency will soar, and the savings will ripple across the globe. The route across the Isthmus of Tehuantepec is shorter and simpler, with advanced lock technology and AI-driven scheduling. Every step is optimized for speed and reliability. Ships will move in hours, not days, slashing transit times and costs. The difference will be felt by shippers, retailers, and consumers worldwide. The contrast is stark. Panama is retrofitted for a future it never imagined. Mexico is building for the world of tomorrow, with innovation at its core. Digital logistics, automation, and scale are baked in from day one. Every element is designed for maximum efficiency and adaptability. The Mexican Canal is proactive, not reactive, a leap into the automated future where technology drives every decision. As Panama struggles to keep up, Mexico is poised to lead, setting a new standard for global shipping infrastructure. Backed by Chinese capital, it's a new vision for global trade, blending international expertise with bold ambition. The world's shipping lanes are about to be rewritten, ushering in a new era of connectivity and commerce. For Mexico, the canal is a chance to rewrite its story. Long plagued by crime and inequality, the country sees this project as a catalyst for transformation. The immediate impact: jobs, hundreds of thousands during construction, and more in the years to come. 10 new industrial parks are planned along the corridor, attracting foreign investment and creating a hyper-efficient economic zone. New cities will rise where jungles and villages once stood, with modern infrastructure and services. The goal: a self-sustaining economic ecosystem, a Mexican Singapore in Central America. If successful, the canal could shift wealth and focus to the south, making Mexico a major global player. But the risks are real: corruption, social upheaval, and environmental damage loom large. The question is whether Mexico can turn this mega project into lasting prosperity, or if the dream will collapse under its own weight. The stakes couldn't be higher. In Washington, the Mexican Canal is a strategic nightmare. For over 2 centuries, the Monroe Doctrine kept rival powers out of the Americas. Now a Chinese-funded canal shatters that tradition, planting Beijing's influence right next door. U.S. officials worry about dual-use infrastructure: deep water ports that could host Chinese warships, industrial parks that could house intelligence operations. The canal could give China leverage over U.S. shipping and military movements in a crisis. Economically, the canal threatens to shift Mexico's focus from the U.S. to China, undermining American influence and the USMCA trade bloc. Washington faces a dilemma: push back and risk alienating Mexico, or do nothing and watch its dominance erode. The canal is more than a waterway, it's a symbol of shifting power in the hemisphere. America's backyard is now a front line in great power competition. The U.S. must adapt or risk being sidelined. The stakes are not just economic, they're strategic, and the world is watching. The old order is being challenged. The outcome will shape the future of the Americas. The canal slices through one of the world's most biodiverse regions, the Isthmus of Tehuantepec. Environmentalists and indigenous communities warn of irreversible damage: deforestation, habitat loss, and pollution. Massive excavation threatens wildlife corridors, mangroves, and coral reefs, risking extinction for countless species. Developers promise a green canal, reforestation, wildlife crossings, and clean technology, but critics remain skeptical. For local communities, the canal is a threat to their land, water, and way of life. Protests grow as fears mount that economic progress will come at an unforgivable environmental cost. The world must weigh prosperity against preservation. The true price of progress remains to be seen. The Mexican Canal is more than concrete and water. It's a digital logistics platform powered by AI. A central AI will manage ship traffic, water levels, and maintenance, optimizing every aspect for speed and efficiency. Automation is everywhere. Robotic cranes, autonomous tugboats, and sensor networks create a seamless flow of goods. The canal aims for carbon neutrality, with solar farms and wind turbines powering its operations. This fusion of technology and sustainability sets a new global standard for mega infrastructure. The canal is a showcase of China's technological prowess and a blueprint for the future. Efficiency, reliability, and green energy are at its core. The world is watching and taking notes. The Mexican Canal's completion will redraw the world's shipping maps and shift the axis of global trade. Supply chains will be reconfigured and economic gravity will move southward, through Mexico, not Panama. China's influence will soar, while Mexico could rise as a global logistics powerhouse. The US will face a new reality. Its southern border is now a front line in global competition. The canal's success or failure will set the tone for future megaprojects worldwide. If it thrives, it will inspire even more ambitious infrastructure. If it fails, it will serve as a warning. This is more than a shortcut for ships, it's a symbol of the tectonic shifts of the 21st century. The canal marks the rise of China, the return of geography, and the relentless march of technology. Historians will see it as a dividing line between eras, old powers fading, new ones rising. The world is being remade, 1 cubic meter at a time.